Okay, we're in. Hello and welcome to the console time machine, where we go back. We are loading in as we speak into Project Gotham Racing. I'm going to keep one BDI on the stream. This is still in the early days, so the lighting and things might need a bit of a tweak. If you join, or if you're watching this back, do let me know if the sound levels, I think the lighting on me might be a little bit iffy. I've still got, we just came off some VR racing on iRacing not long ago, so I've still got VR face where you get that red blotchy heat rash type effort that, because I've had my VR on for a little while. Anyway, what we're doing today is we are going back and we are going into the Kudos Challenge in Project Gotham Racing. This is the first one of the series. Now, as you can see, we've done some already. There are videos on that already. What I'm trying to do is get things up to sort of maybe silver or bronze for now, work our way through, get some better cars, and then we can go back and perhaps go for golds. So for now, let's see what happens when we complete these last two races. If we get a better car, then we can go back and we can redo the earlier ones and go for golds. So I can get better than that. I can get first. Let's go for it. Let's do it. But I've got one eye on the chat, so we can get involved and talk as you join. If you're here, don't forget to say hi and let me know if you enjoy this game. If you played this game back in the day. I have started to find that the AI can be a little bit brutal in places and very unforgiving. So there are times when you feel like you have got quite a way ahead and they seem to come out of nowhere. Partly I think is just that it's an old game, and you know, I think back then the AI were a little bit on rails where they've got a bit of a set route, and yeah, if you're on that route, you're fair game, mate. Otherwise, I mean, there are definitely times when I feel like I've got the corner and they don't slow down for it, and sometimes you see the back of their car or the front of their car just brush past the back of your car, and you think to yourself, there's no way that's an AI driving an AI line, because they weren't stopping for that corner, they've gone straight into the barrier. That does make you think if they're programmed to be that way. I'm just keeping one eye on the output at the minute, that's why I'm looking to the side, just to see if I can tell if all the screens seem like they're behaving as they should. I'm not very keen on this massive bright light in my face. I might turn that down in a minute. But for now, I think golds on these races. Golds on the races aren't too bad. I think what's been most challenging is gold on the time attacks. And things like where you've got to do a set number of laps or go through the cones, they've been a right pain. So just in case you're not as old as me, or you've never seen this game, or you didn't play it back in the day, you're measured by this thing called Kudos, which is like a scoring system. You get, as you can see, a bonus there for a clean section, you get a bonus for drifting, sliding. You can combo it together. You lose it if you touch the barrier or crash. So some levels are a Kudos challenge, so a combination of time and style points. Some, like this one, are basically just to finish first, but you still need to accumulate the Kudos, because that's what the game tracks you in terms of like experience, I guess, if you like, to unlock some more cars and stuff. So whilst I don't need it necessarily to get a gold medal in this, because I think the gold medal was 1200, and I challenged myself to get 1000. You get 1000 for first anyway, so you're going to get more than 200 just for showing up. So it adds it together, and we've got a gold. I hope that made sense. Yeah, I mean, had I crashed all the way through, then no, it wouldn't have been a gold. But you know, I wouldn't have come first had I done that. So, right, okay, if we can do this one, it looks like we might get a Focus Cosworth. I'm gonna give him I want to make sure, I want to try and get a gold, so I'm going to give him a 8-second head start. That might be a little bit optimistic, but we'll see. I can't hear whether the sound's coming out of the stream anyway because I've got my earphones on. I didn't think of that, so I'm just going to hope it is and check it after this race. Right, actually I'll check it now because he's giving me such a head start. Whoop. Yeah, it is. Go, go, go! Back in time! Back in the driver's seat. Let's get it on. Right, where are we at? It does give us like split times, so we'll be able to tell in pretty short order if we're actually on track to catch him or not. Well, we've shaved off a second already in the first checkpoint. We lost that, but it's not just about that, so we're alright. Up the San Francisco hills, reminds me of Bullet, the car chase with Steve McQueen, because I am, yes, that old. Right. Gained a little bit more time there. Don't want to lose too much time on these. You can really lose like that. You can slide around these and lose loads. That is not going to help my situation. So I'm getting some kudos, but I'm not going to catch him driving like that. Right, let's see what we can do here. Oh, he's pulling away now. I don't think we're going to be successful here, people. Well, I don't know about you, but I got a glimpse of him there in his Pozzie. Looks like it's red. I think we can use this experience when we restart, because I think a restart is going to be inevitable. That was a much quicker way of doing it. Yeah, we're gaining on him, but we left it too little too late, I think. But we're learning. Yep. I caught up a few seconds there, so what I'm going to do is restart. If I don't do it this time, I'm going to reduce the amount of lead we're giving him. But I think that focus might help us out. In terms of going back and getting some higher medals. Got to maintain some of this momentum going up the hill. We're definitely catching, but are we catching quick enough to... No, not driving like that, we ain't. Might have bitten off more than we can chew here. Yeah, let's have a little quit out of this. And we'll go to the one-on-one. Actually, what's that Camaro looking like for speed? Hasn't got the same handling, and it's got the same speed. So we'll keep that, but we will reduce the difficulty and maybe lower that to 4 seconds. Yeah, let's try that. If it doesn't get us a gold, it doesn't get us a gold. Maybe we bit off a little bit more than we could chew on that one. Right, back we go. Come back, Red Focus. I'd rather do it this way around than complete it and have it too easy and then have to like keep upping it. Maybe I'm just a glutton for punishment. Feels like we've nearly caught him already now. But I used to love this game. Back in the day, the graphics we always used to think looked incredible. I'll leave you to decide how you think they look these days. But I mean, there's a little bit of a sort of arbitrary damage model. You can see I've smashed his light there by hitting him in the bumper, which is interesting. But the wing mirrors and the door mirrors get like smashed and hanging off. That always looks kind of nice. You hit the lights out. You know, there's night races, there's smoke looking sort of fog, there's nice looking sunsets, there's some rain at times. I mean, I think they pushed the limits of what they could do at the time and delivered a fantastic game, which was bettered by number 2, number 3, and then ultimately number 4. Oh no, that's not good. Wait there, mate. There you go, there's I just did that so I could show you my door mirror, obviously. But yeah, superseded by 2, 3 and 4. Absolutely incredible games, and we will get to them. So make sure you sub, because we are going to get to them very quickly. I'm conscious that I want to do them in order. If I go straight to 2, 3 or 4, I'm not likely to come back and do this because it will probably look terrible. So I'm enjoying the retro experience, but I'm also doing it with a bit of a method to the madness. And I want to just enjoy it in its entirety as a series as well, so there's that. Right, don't want to overcook it going into there. We have managed to gain a bit of kudos as well, which will be handy. Let's see if we can get a bit of a slide round here. Now we've got a lead. Alright, so we've got 330 odd plus our bonus, so only a silver. But I think that's good enough for now. It's going to unlock the next tier as it goes anyway. New level is available. New car is available. Nice. So we're going to London Village for a fresh start. There's a timed run. There you go. How does the Cosworth rating? Well, top speed is lower, but acceleration's better and handling is the same. So you can't drive around in London and not go in the Focus that you've just won. That just would not be right. I don't want to try my luck too much, but I'll go for a 220. Anything that's edging towards a silver, I think is good. So, but we have got some tiers to raise up to, and it's going to take a while to get to the golds. I mean, I've done some golds early doors, but it's going to take a while, and we're in the UK, so it's obviously raining. Sounds fair. Doesn't feel much different, but what are we doing here? Oh, we've got to avoid traffic as well by the look of it. I think they've done alright. I think they've done alright with the graphics. I ain't gonna lie, I think it looks good. Certainly impressed me at the time anyway. The surroundings of London are reasonably authentic. Even the colour of the road and like the buildings and some of the surroundings and the parks. I think they did alright. Look at this. That's how, you know, they got lines and double yellows and all sorts of stuff, so I think they've done alright. Bizarre Creations, who made this, have done some absolutely stonking games over the years. Or did, I should say, in the past tense. But I think we smashed the goal anyway. Nice to avoid collision there. What was the goal for all 4 laps? Maybe the goal, I think the goal was for all 4 laps, was it? I can't really remember what I set the goal as now. I should have really paid more attention. Normally it's a lap goal, but the fact that it hasn't told me I've beaten it tells me it's a total goal. So it's a new one, first time one of these has come up in a career, and it has reminded me that it is a possibility. Oh, there we go. I've beaten it by about 9 seconds. So if that hasn't got us a silver, it has got, what that tells me is we could have increased the difficulty then to say 211, and we would have gained a hell of a lot more. So let's see what we can do. Hello to whoever that is in the stream. Right, so timed run, sticking with the Cosworth. We just did it in under 211, so we can raise the difficulty up to 211, and that will give us a bonus, which might, we still need to get 500 and, we still need to get 400, no, 520 kudos on top of the gold bonus, on top of the kudos bonus for finishing under our target to get a gold. Yeah, it's not that complicated. I'm making it sound really complicated, but it's actually really not. Anyway, win or lose this one, we are going to move on to more medals, but whilst we're familiar with the car and the track, I think we can do a bit better. So let's give it a go. Make sure we get it slided to earn that kudos. Kudos. Just tap it sideways to keep it going. Don't want to be hitting the barrier though. Oh, that felt a bit close. So I don't think we're going to get 500 or 400, whatever it was. Take that though, didn't get the contact. Oh, that was close as well. Keep tapping it to the side, milk it for all you can. Out of the way, you, in your Audi TT. Don't like Audi TTs. No offense to anyone who might have one. Oh, wow. Well, we're getting that kudos. I don't know if we're going to have enough to up ourselves from the silver medal that we already got last time. I don't know how I can do it any finer than that though. Oh, that was pixels. That was some very blocky pixels worth closeness. This game always felt like edge of your seat stuff. Come on, 5, 4, 3, 2, get there. Oh. We got there. Wow. Still only a silver, but that's enough stress. That's enough stressing on that one. So an average run. So hot lap average. Hot lap average has to be 25 seconds. We'll up it to 24 just for banter. See if we can beat it by a bit and get into the silvers. I don't think we will. I think to be safe, we might have to go for bronze and silver at the moment, max. Go back and do some early ones once we've got another car to get to gold, and then take a step back up again. I touch the side then? I did. Whoa, that's difficult. Oh, that felt nice though. We've got 5 laps and we have to average under our target, which was 22 seconds. 24 seconds, which we're nailing at the moment. This one feels very close, like very on the edge all the time. That is one of the things this game did really well, was kept you feeling like that no matter what car you had. Even if it said the handling was great, it still felt like you were right on the edge of it. And also, it wasn't just races with menus, there was time attacks, car overtakes, cone challenges. Whoa. This one, an average time for 5 laps. Nice idea. A lot of games don't have this amount of sort of creativeness in their levels anymore. I can't remember if there's any drift levels. I think there was in later games. Or if they just use the kudos system to measure the drifting. And there was a purely kudos target. But yeah, the game has really surprised me with some of the sort of innovation. And also very hard to remember this game is older than, it's 25 years old. It's only good enough for a bronze, but we'll move on. We are making progress slowly. Style challenge, 300 kudos. Now, I'm not being funny. We're getting more than 300, but we're going to use a car with a bit more flair. So, the Camaro, seeing as I've got one, I haven't got one that looks like this. Mine's a little bit newer than this one, but known for not having the best handling means we're going to get more kudos, for sliding. Oh, it's been a long night racing. We've been on iRacing tonight. In the other channel, it's been fantastic. And now we're chilling on this. I thought I'd be able to get that sliding, but I wasn't able to. You've got to get through these cones quick because you can keep the combo going. And if we can keep that going on there and not touch anything. Oh! That's a little bit better. Keep that combo going, but it's going to be too slow for the next cones. Come on, move. Good, we didn't get any negative points anyway. Target 400, we've got over 200 in the first lap, so we're in good shape. Still going to be alright, but I did lose 80 odd then, I think, or 79 I think it said. So that will give us some sort of an idea of what's possible if you don't make any mistakes. But some of these you just have to come back and redo them with much, much faster cars. Because you'll keep the combos going. So we're well ahead of that. But I think we'll live with that for now, in the interest of working our way through these tiers. Top speed challenge of 105. So we obviously want the fastest car we've got. Could be the Boxster. And that'll also give us decent handling for getting out of that last corner. Let's go for 125. I've got no idea if that car even goes that fast, so that might have been a ridiculous idea. It's so exciting to be playing this together. It's like fantastic. Like, and I've got a long list of games to get through and play through on stream and off stream and just live recordings. It's going to be amazing. Right, okay, so that wasn't going to cut it. Right, we're on the straight and we're already at 70 miles, 78 or something, so let's see what we can get up to here. Wow, we could not have we couldn't have estimated that any better, could we? Guessed the 125, got a 126, close. And we're not going to get a 126 here, I don't think. We were slower. We might get one more run at it down in the other direction. Warner is seeing better days again. Yeah, I don't think that was my fastest exit. So we might have been lucky there, boys and girls. Might have been very lucky. Just in the interest of saving some kudos there, I didn't want to risk that one, but we might as well. So we've got to almost 300, plus whatever we get for our own silver. Could have been worse. Could have been a lot worse. Come back with a faster car. Oh, gained over 25,000 kudos. There is a new car. There we go. So we're progressing all the time. What is this new car, I hear you ask? An Esperante. So it's got... it's pretty good, actually. I'm going to give it a go. Let's do it in the nice green. So Panels Esperante. Right. Definitely going to aim for first. And we're going to go for gold, so which means we need to get 300 kudos in addition to the 1,000 we're going to get anyway, finishing first, and that will get us a gold medal. Must be possible. Oh, it's a night race. And we're in the little Panels convertible. Certainly measures up well in acceleration against these opposition cars, so I'll be keen to take this one back to some earlier levels, that's for sure. Oh, my eyes are playing tricks on me there. Oh, that's not look behind, is it? That's look behind. I did find, I played some of these games over the weekend, so I tried this, I tried touring cars like Toka, Burnout, Midnight Club, and what they all do is they all put their like look behind button in a different place. So sometimes it's B, sometimes it's A, sometimes it's Y, sometimes it's the white and the black buttons on the Xbox controller. And that's always, you know, a bit of an adjustment. So I think playing one game continuously and switching between them, you know, long term after more hours is going to be a lot more beneficial because, and you have to get used to the nuances of the handling and, you know, how the cars move and behave and what the opposition does and all that good stuff. So, but this has definitely got a good combination of speed and drifting to get kudos. So we needed to get what, 300? So yeah, we're pretty much on track. I might just try a few extra drifts. the risk of losing it all. I think we just got to do that once or twice. And I think we get a time bonus anyway. So we're well underway here. I can hear some dogs barking, it's fantastic. Look at that. Easy money. It's got us our gold. Oh, hey Rachel, just got back from work. Howdy, yeah, how you doing? Just in time to see us get a gold. Nice of you to join us, thank you very much. So we've worked our way through a few, not too much drama, but I think we've now unlocked a faster car, which means we could use it to go back and get some golds. Tell me, Bizarre Creations, were you involved at all in any of their creations, I suppose, any of their games back in the day? I know they're not around anymore. Do you know anything about them? I mean, I could Google it later, but I just wonder if they got bought out or got sort of merged with or anything by another developer. They seemed, I remember Bizarre Creations delivering some really good games over the years. And I just wondered if that was your experience, if you'd heard of them or anything they've done. I've got the chat open in front of me down here as well. I keep looking down at you when I'm talking to you. It's not. It is weird, actually. I was going to say it's not weird, but it is weird. It probably looks weird. But I hope work was good today. Get out of the way, Volkswagen Beetle. This car is a Panos Esperante. Not one that I'm overly familiar with. There are lots of cars in this race that I am familiar with. Ford Focus, Audi TT seems to be in this class. So I don't know how much of this game you played or how much you remember. Some of it is coming back to me slowly. Still really impressed with the general sort of innovation in the... Look at it, he's aiming for me. Come on now. Sometimes I think the AI is on rails, but you watch that and it's like, you're not on rails, mate. You just drove into me. Like, you're programmed to do that, right? Like, oh, that looks like a Scooby. Looks like an Evo. Oh. I think they were Microsoft. Now you say it, yeah. Yeah, that does ring a bell actually. Oh, I can keep that slide going a bit longer, can I? No, I cannot. Oh, that's the way to get some kudos. Whoa, genuinely different track surface as well. When you get onto that pixelated gravelly stuff, it does give you a different feeling. It's quite impressive when you think about it. Like, look at the sort of rudimentary damage and my door mirrors hanging off. Oh, I haven't appeared to have bent anything just yet, but time is... Yeah, the night is young. Let's get some kudos while we're ahead. Definitely get that thing moving around the corners. I think for a game, that's 25 years old, I'm impressed. I am absolutely impressed. And I love this game back in the day. But sometimes it's like you want to keep the memories. Sometimes you want to keep the nostalgia, and you don't want to ruin it by going back. But actually, I'm really glad I've gone back to this, and I'm looking forward to finishing it all the way through. Thought they were a Microsoft studio, yeah. The AI for cars too, fantastic. So got our gold. We got our gold medal. I mean, I must admit, I was on the chat earlier. The Snappy, whatever his name was, I can't remember, and he said that PGR 2, you know, was one of his favourites. I'm looking forward to getting through some of these early ones. I am conscious I want to do them in order, partly because that's just how my brain works, but also, you know, and being a completionist as well, I want to sort of, you know, do them in order and methodically. But I know that if I do 2 or 3 now, I'll find it hard to come back and cope with the lower ones because they won't be quite as good. I think I'll spoil myself with, you know, PGR 3 or 4 or 2, and then it'll be like, so I'm doing the same with Burnout. I've recently finished Burnout. I've got some videos to upload for Burnout. Really thoroughly enjoyed Burnout. That was really enjoyable. Short as well, but as a step towards doing Burnout 2, that's what I'm really looking forward to. Burnout 2, I used to love that game. I basically went through it and completed the career, like, story races just to unlock the cars, just so me and my mates could use the cars on the crash junctions. So if you've never done the Burnout crash junctions, such an addictive game mode. I mean, I had it on my original Xbox, then I think it was Xbox 360 compatible, and after a few years of not having it, I went out and bought a copy of it just so we could play it again. So I went through my own time and completed it a second time, just so me and my mates could play it. Then I think I downloaded it again on something else, and just like over the years, yeah, played it way too much. But we used to have the crash junctions down to an absolute science in terms of like where, like what vehicle to hit and where and at what angle, and some of the ridiculous scores on the scoreboards were incredible. And you had to get something weird, like a glitch happening where a car would jump in the air or something crazy would happen, just to be able to compete and get a score on the scoreboard. It was that crazy. Right, I need to catch these guys up. But this is fun, especially after doing a few races. I got the other stuff done, and then this was my plan this evening. I do normally play online sometimes at this time of night on my Xbox, but I decided not to today, and I wanted to get some retro stuff done and just chill, try out a stream, and see what we can do with this. Whoops, sneaking up there. Right, where are we now? Third. I didn't see what kudos target we had. You get 1,000 finishing first, and I think it was 300 or 400 in addition to that 1,000 will get us a gold, so I might have to step up some of the sliding, etc. Get 2 wheels, we'll get an overtake, that'll be a combo. Clean section, another combo. Yeah, we're getting there now. Nice. Is that not a clean section? Whoa. Right, hopefully the AI won't be too brutal. What? He was aiming for me. Did you see that? That's rubbish, but I got away with it. I think what they did in this game as well was they gave it some real replay value with the amount of cars. I think there was over 200 cars, but the fact that you couldn't get gold medals early on meant that you had to get the silvers and the bronzes, you had to go to later levels, you had to come back, you had to unlock better cars, come back to get golds. And I just think they did a really good job of making it so it didn't get repetitive and it didn't get boring. So we have now got this Esperante. So what we could do is we could go back here and see if we can get golds in any of these. So a style challenge. So need to get 1,000. If we need to get 1,000 in total to get a gold. If we raise our target and take a bigger risk, we get a bigger bonus. But still, that's quite a big jump up of what I got before. We'll try it. See if we can get 700. We'll get 140 as a bonus, which takes us to 840, and then we will get some sort of time bonus as well. Let's try it. I don't even think this car perhaps is enough to get a gold on this one. Maybe we do need to progress further and be patient. Oh, and it's one of these as well. I don't like these because you've got to be so precise through the cones. You've got to be quick to keep the combos going. Whoa, don't hit that cone. I mean, that's a pretty good start. Go on, keep the combo going. Nice. Right, I'm not going to lie, I don't think I can do any better than this, so that target is outrageous. Yeah, perhaps I really did over-egg that, so... Well, to be fair, I wasn't that far off. Maybe I wasn't that far off, but I won't be going back trying to get golds on these just yet. But it's a learning curve. Right, so forget what I said about going back just at the moment. Let's get ourselves to Tokyo. Hot lap single. I think we did unlock another car at some point. I thought we did, maybe we didn't. Right, so let's go with raising the difficulty. I reckon 10% each time is not, doesn't sound too bad. I'll tell you what, we'll just take 3 seconds off. So we're going for 41 seconds is our target. So let me know what you think visually. I'm not quite sure of this bright light in my face, but otherwise it was too dark in here. I've still got a bit of redness, a bit of VR face going on, and I probably should wear some more clothes if the camera's closer up, but it's really warm in here. But let me know if the visual is okay and the sound of the game balances well with the sound of my voice, all that stuff. It's always interesting to know if I've got the levels right. I always try and do a test. Quite a tough drive around here. It's that constant trade-off between the style points that you need and actually not sliding too much to keep your speed up. Oh, that was rough. Right, we didn't beat it just yet. Oh, now I was watching the scoreboard. We're not far behind it. I think with a bit less sliding, we'll get this. will have one more chance after this. Oh, that's so close. That's so unfair. Nope, nope, nope. Yikes. Yeah, that's not helping. Well, that was almost one of those places where you wish you had manual gears, but... Ooh, we can do it. We can get it. Memory as well. This game audio is giving me flashbacks of all the other noise in the office. That's crazy. You're having auditory PSD or something. To be honest, I don't think the sound in this game was too bad, but it does get a bit samey. I don't think that it's quite as captivating as some of the visuals were back then. I think a lot of the canned engine sounds they used across different vehicles and stuff, so like it got a bit repetitive. And certainly the ticking of that kudos adding up, you become aware of that. As well as the screeching. Right, that's got to be quick through there. I don't know how I did that, but that was quick. Oh, we've done it! By a fraction. Now, don't get me wrong, I still don't think it's a gold, but it's the target that we set ourselves, which that's the corner that does it. I've saved a ton of time around there again. Oh, that's not nice. Oh, I was going to say that's not nice, but at least I got some kudos. And then I lost the kudos. I mean, the idea is now that you've got the game doing... Now you've got what am I talking about? Now you've got the lap time, you can focus on getting some kudos, I guess, but not... Still got the time limit. Okay, there we go. It's kudos on the whooshing when it's collected, I think. Yeah. I'm wondering if I could turn leave the engine sound on, but turn the sound effects off or something. So we nailed that one. Hot lap average, right? Okay, so we've got average. We can do better than that, especially in this car. So let's raise it to averaging 35.5. That should get us a silver. Because I think if we get all silvers, we might get a car. Cars seem to be related to time spent in the game, and also each tier you unlock all the medals, you get a car. So I don't know if that means you get a different car for bronze, silver and gold. What I might do in a minute is if there's a tier where I've got, like, say, 3 silvers and a bronze, I might go back and see if I can get the silver, just to see if we get another car out of it. Oh, it's not nice in the wet. But I think for a game of this age, they experimented with night and day. They had some wet, they had some fog, they had like sunsets at times. I know in some of the later games it looked great as well for its age, but this, I don't think this looks too bad. I'm playing this on a massive screen, so it's really pixelated for me, and even that, you can ignore it after a while and focus on the fun you're having. It was never designed to be on a, you know, a 55-inch monitor. It was designed to be on a 27-inch CRT screen. But the fact it's even playable, I think, is not too bad for me. And it's not on a PC with any, you know, mods, any anti-aliasing or any like graphics smoothing or anything tidying up the frame rate. It's literally output from the original Xbox in a HDMI adapter that converts it to go into HDMI. So I can't imagine it's looking its best. I don't know if you can get these old games on PC mods and stuff. I'm guessing you can if you know what you're doing. I've got a little mini PC with that Batacera, and that's what I've got light gun games on. That's got some PS1 light gun games like Time Crisis and Point Blank, you know, arcade games. So that is like a mini PC, but it's not, you know, it's not powerful for Xbox and PlayStation sort of one games really. Sort of PlayStation 2. I suppose in theory it should be powerful enough for this, but there aren't any Xbox games on it. Oh, that's not good. Have I already beaten this? Oh no, it's an average target, isn't it? Have I done it? Oh, my average was 35.6. Boo. Gonna have to retry. Right, wish me luck. I was my own worst enemy, and it was all my own doing, to be fair. But now I'm like a man on a mission. Just keeping one eye on the scoreboard there. You know, sometimes you can get away with half-assing it and chatting and stuff, but this has not been one of them. Right, 34, that's put us in a good place. It's been quite the machine though. It's like, I love that twin exhaust poking out. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Oh my lord. That's what you get for admiring the exhaust mark. You plum. Oh, we're still below average. Ducking under that sign. That was a nice line through there. Yikes. But when I decide to start on NBA Jam, Rachel, I hope you can join me for that one. That should be a trip down memory lane for sure. Oh no, no, no. Stop talking, Mark. Yeah, I think that might be maybe this weekend. I might do that. I'll give you a bit of notice. I'll try and ask in advance if you're around and we can try some NBA Jam. Right, that got us a silver. So let me go back and see if we've got any that we don't have. Like that's got 1 bronze on it. So can we get that bronze up to a silver? And if we do, will we get a car? Right, yeah, that is only 1. So let's have a look. So we need to raise the difficulty up to give ourselves enough bonus. Right, let's work on the basis that we might get 150 a lap. So we need 150 kudos per lap plus the 900 for the 45-second target. That seems incredible. That seems like a really silly idea. Yeah, me too. I think they will. The one on the Xbox I plugged in briefly was the 2004 or 2005 remake, which we're not sure if it's got the iguana. I think it was. I haven't put it back in since, but that one I think didn't look too bad. The 2-on-2 one on the main, that was a bit dated. I might have to reduce the screen size on that because that was Pixel City on a massive screen. I mean, admittedly, I could just like not sit with my nose pressed up against it and it would look a lot better. I mean, I don't know why I continue to sit so close to these screens. It does make NBA 2K look glorious on my Xbox One, but I don't need to be this close for these games, do I? Maybe I'm just getting old and it's my eyes. That is not going to be the way to get a lap time, and I also needed that kudos, but... Yeah, we are quite a way off this lap time, aren't we? Although, well, on the plus side, our next attempt cannot be this bad. So we do get 3 attempts, we do get 3 laps, so we can get 100 per lap, 100 kudos per lap. We'll have to get 100 kudos per lap and hit the target. Yeah, we can definitely get more than 100 a lap. And maybe lower the lap record we need. So I might come back in and I might lower it to 46. Let's see what that means we need per lap. Break it round there like a pro, nice. Mind you, even 46 a lap is, 46-second lap is pushing it. 45, 46, yeah, okay. Okay, right, we'll go for 47. Exit that. I would really like... Oh, actually, I was trying to go for gold. Why was I trying to go for gold? I'm only trying to go for silver. Right, so we can lower that right down. Oh, silver's going to be easy money. I think. Unless I misunderstood. The studio was called Iguana, and that was, yeah. Oh, Churrock as well. I think I might have those. Wow. So many memories to go back over. It is crazy. Can't believe I haven't got any kudos yet at all. Not that we need it now, actually. Drifting like a pro. Oh, that's rough. Okay, maybe the 47 is not as easy as I thought. Not driving like a plum, it's not. Can't piece together a decent lap here. What's going on? Must admit, I do prefer the racing, the actual like the AI racing. So we get on to some more racing in a minute. Yeah, we can do a 47. Come on. Yeah, I might have to reduce the target again. Although I was losing a lot of time there by going sideways, so I didn't lose it that time. There we go. Now we're getting back into the old swing of it. Give me that time, give me that time. 45, 46, yeah, comfortable. That is the word there. Right, did we get a car for getting all silvers? No, we unlocked free roam. So, no incentive to go for just silvers. The incentive is golds or nothing. Right, so back to Tokyo then. Overtake challenge, 8 cars. What do we get for 8 cars? We get 400. We want more than that. Let's go 9 cars. Admittedly, I feel like I could have pushed myself a little bit more there to be better, but you know, bear with me while I just quickly... Oh. Right, let's do it. And then we can get on to some racing. Another one, Rachel, if you're still here. I don't know if you muted it because of the sound being annoying, but Soccer touring cars, that brought back some crazy memories. And there's a lot of tracks on there that I didn't even know at the time were real tracks, like Oschersleben, Zolder, I think it was, that I raced around the other day. And it's like, hang on a minute, I only know these tracks because of iRacing now. And I'm more familiar with them because of iRacing as well, weirdly. I think it's crazy. But, you know, the tracks that I saw actually weren't bad renditions of the tracks. Like the Donington track, I thought was half decent. Alton Park, you can definitely tell what they're supposed to be. I think it's quite impressive, really. Ooh. What am I on? Am I only on 4? I've only overtaken 4 cars. Oh, I should have taken that alternative route. There's a lot of different ways to go around here. What a cool level. But yeah, Tocker, so impressed with Tocker. And the format of the career, I mean, I barely scratched the surface. And I was in a Caterham, I was in a GT car, I was in a Subaru or an Evo, I can't remember which. Then there was like dirt buggies, then there was truck racing. Then there was these like Formula-like things that weren't open wheelers. They were more like the sort of MCR 2000s from AMS2. Oh my god, I'm not going to do it. No! But yeah, so many disciplines available. Like, oh, I never played the Tockers. So I've got like, I think one of them in the States was called Race Driver Pro, not Tocker Race Driver or something like that. I did read that somewhere. But then you've got Tocker Touring Cars. I've got 3, and then there's like another one that, like, weirdly, the Tocker Race Driver 3, I think that's the one that they've lost the license on the actual touring cars. So although the original Tocker games were touring cars, Tocker Race Driver 3 hasn't actually got any touring cars in it or something like that. Is that some sort of weird thing happened, so they ended up, you know, releasing the game without the actual core cars in it, which seems a bit odd, but yeah. I'll have to remind myself when I get to it. Oh right, I am going to restart this one because I am doing awful. Right, 9 cars. I need to find a quick route around it. Let's go this way. Doesn't get much quicker than that. The part of this is reminding me of the sort of beauty of this game, the fact that you've got the time challenges, the cone challenges, the kudos challenges. Like, these are overtakes, you've got normal racing. I just think there's so much to do, and the fact you have to sort of gamble and bet on yourself, there's something really interesting about that, like, you know, and balancing it with, I think I can do this sort of time, or can I go slower and get more points for the sliding, get kudos that way. If there's a kudos target, you get to decide how you want to do that kudos. Is it by drifting, or is it by the precision side of it? I don't know, there's something quite unique about that mechanic, I think. Right, come on, 2 more. Next 2 are so close as well. Oh, it didn't count the 10th one, so I'm glad I did not gamble to 10. So that's a bronze. Onward we go. I think I'll probably do about another 20 minutes. Let's have a look. Style challenge, and then the 3 races. So let's get this style challenge out of the way. I think I'll just leave it at 400 like it's asking. And then we can do the 3 races, and then we'll see if we've got time just to do that last one to complete the tier. I think I probably will. I don't like leaving it undone for another day. So what was the target here? 400? Whoa, that was close. I don't think I'm going to have to do anything too crazy to get 400 if I'm honest, so I don't want to take any risks. Whoa, he says. You have to pick the right route there because the other route's got no cones to go through, so that's interesting. And thanks very much. Right. I think we'll still be okay with our 400 target if I'm completely honest with you. But I can already see this game as being absolutely brutal. I'm coming back and trying to get golds in some crazy fast cars with some really high kudos targets. It's going to keep me going, I think, and be quite a challenge for a while. To be fair, that wasn't too bad. Hit replay, get out of there, replay. And obviously one thing I have done is turned off the music. It's a shame because in some games the music is complementary and almost like the best part of it. But yeah, copyright strikes and all that. Oh, here's one for you, Rachel, while we're in a retro gaming discussion. Do you remember, if you were ever into fighting games, do you remember Def Jam Fight for New York? That is one of my absolute favourite Xbox games of all time. Absolutely amazing. Because I love hip-hop music, I love all of the characters in there, like Method Man and Freeway and Snoop's in there. There's just so many artists in there. But I love the sort of the feel of the game and the way that it's, you know, the way that people are represented, and obviously a great soundtrack to it. Method Man and Redman, it's like, oh my god, it's of that age, and I played that back, and whilst that looks a bit dated, the game mechanics have held up really well, and that gave me some crazy nostalgia. That'll teach me which trying to read a message, won't it? Right, come on Mark, let's focus now. These aren't very long laps. It's nice, I mean, we're looking at what? This is like a sunset sort of type environment. We've got that horrible hedge that sticks out there. That looks like an Evo. We've got a Scooby. Scooby's being a bit brutal. There's another Esperanto, looks like a Focus over there as well. Done it again, done it again, done it again. Never mind that. But this is only one of the modes as well. This is only the World Tour mode, I think they call it. There's another complete... Oh, this is Kudos mode, Kudos Challenge. There's a whole other mode, which you basically just have to go through the races and try and get golds. And I did the easy, did the medium. Then on the hard, all I could get was second place. So we get another car, we're going back to do them. That was close. There we go, managed to not hit that this time. One more lap, let's go get him. Could have really done with a downshift there, but out of my control. Not my department, mate. Right. Come back in there. Yep, no, yep. Get out of it. AI was very kind there, I think. And we done it. All good. No, it wasn't really wrestling. It was sort of like street fighting. There were grabs you could do, like you could, but the grabbing was like, it was really interactive with the environment, and it was really clever. So, I mean, it was a bit violent, super violent, but you would like grab someone and then you'd walk them over to, like, if you were in like a nightclub, you'd walk them over to like a massive nightclub speaker and sort of jam their head into it, or you'd walk them over to a car door. There's one of the car door and you shut their head in it, or you throw them against the windscreen of the car, or you pick something up. And also the crowd stood around you would like hand you random stuff, like a baseball bat or whatever, and like, you know, you'd walk over and get that. It was kind of cool. There was like 2-on-2, there was 1-on-1, there was like, you know, it was all three-dimensional. You could walk around, but the way it interacted with the environment was quite cool for the time. Of course, you created your own player, you had to buy him clothes, and you would do challenges to up their like fighting skill levels, and there were different fighting styles, like there was kung fu, there was boxing. I think wrestling was one of the styles, so their grab moves were better. It was just like, yeah, I mean, I liked it because of the sort of, it's very urban, like the hip hop music was great. And the clothing was very like of the clothing, like if you're into that sort of thing. So it was kind of cool building your own character, and oh my lord, where was he off to? But yeah, as a sort of like, even if you're not into that sort of stuff, as a fighting game on its own, it was still a success, you know. Look at my door mirror. That's kind of cool. Can't do side view, but some of these tracks, like they're multiple routes, and they're quite, you know, like here we've got an outdoor bit, we've got an indoor bit, we've got bits of it have tunnels. Just, yeah, I really kind of like it. I think we're still in Tokyo, aren't we, at the minute? What are they like camera views? Oh, hello. Have that and this. Not a fan of that one. Oh, no, not a fan of this one. That's a bit too zoomed in. Is that where I was? Yeah, let's do that one. Whoa! Maybe now's not the time to experiment. Mr. Scooby's coming up behind. Getting a bit of extra kudos. Oof. It is so unforgiving with those little taps. I mean, I hit it. I'm not saying I didn't hit it, but you know, like, what game was it where you had a little bit of leeway? Was it Need for Speed Underground, or was it one of the Forza's Horizons I was thinking of, where you could actually like drift a little bit, and then you get like a drift tap? It became part of a combo, I think. Maybe I'm asking a bit much. THQ, they did it, yeah, to work on their wrestling game. We played a lot of different things. That might have been one of them. Yeah, it was THQ, because that's a big like bring as the logo comes up, isn't it? Like the white logo on a black background, and that real big loud visual, like almost like surround sound, like when you get Dolby. It reminded me a lot of the Dolby sort of surround sound logo coming up. That was a really good impression of it as well. Ring, like really scary, like definitely what people want to see. Right, let's get this race done. I can't believe what a great background. Like, what a fascinating background to have. You know, for someone like me that remembers so many different games over the years. I think it's fascinating. What are you? The corner's going to the left. You can clearly see by his wheels that he's driving to the right. And there's only one reason to drive to the right, and that's because I'm there. Yikes. Wow. Ian hanging around. Now there's no way. There's no way he didn't aim for me then. Oh, I think I'm gonna struggle to get back to first place. It's gonna be fun having a go. There's no way that he didn't drive into me, that's all I'm saying. Going to take 2 very, very close to perfect laps here. I mean, they do make mistakes as well, to be honest, so they might well make mistakes. But that definitely felt like he drove into me, I'm just saying. As Brian from Family Guy would say, I don't know what's going on here, but knock it off. Oh, wow. Well, I haven't really made much headway towards first place, but we're going to do the last lap anyway. I'm not really one to quit out just yet. Maybe now's the time. Nope, I can use you as a barrier. The refreshing lack of I rating and safety rating to be concerned about has all of a sudden become apparent. And here we are in one of the rookie Mazda lobbies. That Mazda race earlier was actually quite amusing. Oh, look at that, he's taken him out. I went from 12th to 9th in one corner, and then a little bit later on I went from 9th to 6th, I think, or 7th, and then somebody must have pitted in. I went to 6th, and that was that. I didn't actually overtake anyone. Oh, I managed to get back to 2nd. Oh, actually, no, I did overtake somebody when they went off track, but I think they maybe got me back. I'm not quite too sure. Hard to say with this game, but a lot of the era of racing games use splines. Yeah, definitely. But did you notice, I mean, I get that bit, right? But did you notice when I was next to him, his wheels were turning into me and the corner's going that way. I guess maybe he was like trying to get back to his line. But there are definitely times when you look behind and they come up behind you so fast and they just miss you, and if you weren't there, well, if they didn't hit you, if they miss you, they go right into the wall. And you think, that can't be your spline, that must be like, otherwise cause you didn't slow down. I don't know, you know what I mean? Feels like they don't brake and they just hit you to brake. But if you weren't there, if you were in front of them, they would have gone around the corner perfectly. I mean, I might just be like, yeah, I might be talking out of my behind. And it might just be that they're programmed to go around that corner at that speed, at that angle, and sometimes I slow down way too much. And then it feels like they're driving into you, because they are, but not because they're programmed to drive into you. They're programmed to go around that corner at that speed on that line. So, you know, same difference to me, but it looks like it's malicious, but it's not. That's more like it, considering the level of technology. I can't imagine for a minute they're programmed to aim for or to aim for the human driver and modify their behaviour based on where I am. I think that's asking a bit too much. Maybe I'm just having a Mazda rookie iRacing lobby flashback when I get hit, and immediately the reaction is to blame the other car. Oh. blame the other car. But no matter how many times I get driven into, I'm absolutely loving it, for sure. Oh, especially when you nail a corner like that. Keep that drift going just by keeping the turn in. Got me some kudos points. Creating some space now for sure. Not sure that's going to help. I think I can choose myself a new driving helmet as well. Oh, one of my controllers has got a little bit of thumbstick drift as well, which catches me out every now and again. Doesn't happen very often, but if I leave it just there, it starts to pull to the right hand side. It's quite funny. It does catch me out. Ooh. It's over. There we go. So not my fastest lap by any means, but oh, we even got a gold on that one. Oh, of course we did, because we targeted ourselves to come first. Right. What's next in this tier? Let's finish it off. Driven 200 miles, 5 new circuits in time attack, and then this one-on-one will get us a Skyline GTR. Ooh, Skyline GTR. Let's do it in a black Esperante, just because black cars are usually cool. Right, I won't give them too much of a head start, because let's not forget. In fact, I'm going to give him a 1 second head start, because this is a Skyline. It's obviously the next car up. Oh, that's interesting. Right, we might have to go rogue here to be able to beat him and catch him. We might have to use him as a brake in at least one corner, but we'll see how it goes. If it feels like he's getting away, I remember that being a way that, you know, you sometimes have to guarantee the victory. I'd like to think I can beat him by skill first of all. Look at that's quite a nice looking alleyway, to be fair. Nice looking shortcut. Oh, sorry about that, mate. Right, now I can expect him to treat me with the same courtesy. Or I just take myself out. Where you at? Oh no, can't move my bumper. See what I mean? Like that there, right? That is exactly what I meant. There was no way, really, could he be programmed to drive that line into that wall? Because that felt like he only hit that wall because he was aiming for me. That's the sort of thing I mean. See what you think. Answers on a postcard. Feels like any sort of spline would be to go around that corner. Not driving to the barrier, but there you go. It says me driving into the barrier. Oh, and again. Trouble is now I've let him catch me right up. Yeah, to be fair, he didn't do it that time. Now I'm obsessed with it. I keep looking for it. I'm going to end up losing the race if I keep doing this. Oh, that's so satisfying going through there at speed. The one time I got around there clean. Well, starting off the last lap. Oh, that felt nice, but he's right on me. I'm not looking forward to these last few corners. hasn't historically been my best ever corner. Whoa, that was nice. Mashed up the front of my car a little bit there. Yeah, exactly. Cars 2 needed to be accessible to a wide range of skill levels. I didn't want to cheat if I didn't have to. So the fastest way to learn a car is to make mistakes. Yeah, this is very true. Right, let's see what we have won. It is, yeah, we've been going for an hour and a half now, so I think I'll call it a day there. Level is, right, new level is available. New car is available. Let's see what that is before we go. So we have now unlocked New York. Awesome. So whilst these do say 100% completed, you can see we're not 100% on gold. So we've got 2, 2, 1, 3. Excuse me. And then we're up to New York. So in the New York level, there's a lot to be done. So we'll be doing all of those next time. And let's just see what... Oh, let's go back in and see what our car is. Oh, of course, it's the Skyline that we just won. Now, that's got some good stats. I was in that Esperante. So it's as fast as that. It accelerates as well as that. But it's got better handling. It's four-wheel drive. It comes in a range of lovely colours. Can I interest you in the red? And then we're going to get to the colours at the end that you can't have because you've got to unlock them. Can't remember what you've got to do. But we will be trying to get those as we play. So, fantastic. And then I'd like to think that that Skyline can be used to go back. But, not yet. After that, we've got the Professional Tour, the World Tour, the Challenge Tour, the Endurance Tour, the World Class Season, and the Invitational. I also don't remember what the Joker is. Oh, no. The Time Attack mode, I probably won't bother doing. If we go into one of them, I don't think you actually win medals. I think you just compete against other people. So I won't be going into there. But the arcade races, yes. No. The quick races, yes. You do get cars for doing these. So I've done easy, I've done medium, and then I started to struggle. So I'm going to go back and do these when I get better cars and get other stuff. Arcade races. This is where you go for a kudos target. So it's not about coming first. It's about coming first and getting these scores to get gold. I will go back and do them. And then in the kudos target, we're going to try and do all them. So there's plenty to do. Plenty to do. Anyway, I appreciate you watching and joining me, Rachel. It's been enjoyable. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope it's been a bit of a trip down the old memory lane in some ways. And we've got plenty more planned. So yeah, it's been great. Could also just be that the AI and the car mechanics don't always work well together. And they didn't think it was worth fixing. Yeah, and to be honest, it does make it a little bit more... I wouldn't say it makes it more realistic. It makes it a bit more fun to have it be a little bit random. I think that's what I'm trying to say. It's not trying to be too real, is it, as a game by any means? But yeah, it makes it a little bit more unpredictable. I think is a good thing because it adds a little bit of spice to it. Anyway, that's been absolutely great. Well, I'm going to stop that before the music kicks in, just in case. Does the music kick in? No, it doesn't, does it? But yeah, that's been fantastic. I've really enjoyed that. I'm going to do this again. Hopefully the numbers pick up a little bit as we go and it becomes a little bit more popular. But it's also just a way of me sort of tracking what I'm doing. And yeah, this is definitely one of the later cars that I remember. I'll be able to go back through and get golds for days using the F40. Or is it an F50 as soon as I unlock it, which might not be very soon. But we'll do it on stream, we'll do it together, and it'll be a bit of a giggle. But anyway, I appreciate the company, I appreciate the support. It's been fun, I've enjoyed it. I might do some of this offline and stick up the videos, or I might do some more online. I'll see when I'm next available to stream. and we'll take it from there. But if you're here and you're not subbed already, make sure you sub. Getting the noties turned on will help you get notified of when I'm streaming again. And the more people get in the chat, the merrier. So I appreciate it all, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care of yourselves. Peace.